Hello, it's the Lloyd and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my channel is all about creating a smart home using Apple Homekit. Okay, let's talk about the HomePod Mini. If you've watched any of my previous videos, then you know I absolutely love the HomePod. Both the original HomePod that was recently discontinued, as well as the new HomePod Mini that was released last fall. Today, it's the HomePod Mini that's getting all the love. I'm going to tell you how I use my HomePod Minis and why I think it's beneficial to have more than just one. Today's video, it's my top 5 reasons why I think you should have more than one HomePod in your home. One HomePod Mini is good, but multiple are great. I have 4 minis in my house and I won't be stopping there because there's so many advantages to adding additional HomePod Minis to your collection, over time at least. Before I get into my top 5 reasons to add multiple HomePods all over your house, I'm going to ask that you stick around to the very end. I'm going to go through some of the improvements and features that I'd like to see Apple make in the future. Also, with the original HomePod being discontinued, I may use the term HomePod and HomePod Mini interchangeably. In many cases, these features will exist for both. Let's start with HomeKit. There are many ways to control your HomeKit accessories, such as an iPhone, an Apple Watch, or an Apple TV, just to name a few. But the HomePod Mini, in my opinion, is the most responsive. You can also use this as a home hub so you can securely access your HomeKit data when you're away from home. I have 2 kids and it gets pretty loud, but the HomePod Minis are really good at listening to me. Even when music's being played really loud, the HomePod Minis are surprisingly good at hearing my commands. If you have one HomePod Mini, then you can put that in whatever room you use the most, let's say a living room. But what happens when you're in the kitchen or the bedroom or the basement? Having multiple HomePods throughout your house makes controlling your HomeKit accessories that much more effective. I have HomePod Minis throughout my house, so I know that wherever I am, there's a HomePod Mini that's close by. The sound of these HomePod Minis is really impressive, but adding a second HomePod Mini to the same room and then connecting it as a stereo pair is even more impressive. You can also connect them to your Apple TV to improve your TV's built-in audio. Only the original HomePod Mini can play in Dolby Digital and be set up as your TV's primary speakers. However, 2 stereo HomePod Minis is going to be a significant improvement for anyone currently using their TV's internal speakers. The HomePod Minis will need to be manually connected each time you watch TV. However, it only takes a couple of seconds. Hopefully this will change with the future version of TV OS. One of my favorite things to do is to play music throughout the house. You can do this by asking Siri to play music everywhere or just in certain rooms. You can also do this through the Music app on any of your Apple devices. For families, the Intercom feature is a game changer. This is something I use all the time. Usually it's to let them know that it's time for dinner, but other times it's a reminder like it's bath time or bedtime's an hour away. And because the Intercom messages go to all of their Apple devices, I know that even if one of my kids is listening to music on their iPad with their headphones on, they're still going to get my message. Now, if your kids still aren't listening and you want to take this a step further, then check out the Signals app on the App Store. This is a free app, or it's like $5 for the paid version, and combined with a simple Siri shortcut, you can create a command that will flash your lights on and off, or even to a particular color. I recently launched my website, thebradlloyd.com. Head over there to see my blog. I'll provide more detailed instructions on how to set that up. You don't need multiple HomePods in order to set up alarms, but it's really helpful when you do. Particularly in the bedroom with wake-up alarms. Your family member can wake up to the song of their choosing. And I really like that I can create and edit alarms right from the Home app, so I can make sure that my kids have their alarm set properly and that they're going to wake up on time. As a bonus tip, you can name your alarms, and that alarm name is going to play when it goes off.
Homework alarm. Homework alarm.
The HomePod Mini is also a Thread border router. That means you can take advantage of Thread-enabled accessories as long as you have a HomePod Mini, and you just need one. But having multiple HomePod Minis is going to further strengthen that Thread mesh network. More and more companies are coming on board Eve has released several products that are Thread enabled, as well as the Nanoleaf Essentials line, and there's going to be a lot more to come. With every HomePod Mini that you add, the potential for functionality increases. The actual number of HomePod Minis that you need depends on your lifestyle and the size of your home. Of course, with anything, don't buy what you can't afford. Even one HomePod Mini is going to add significant value to your smart home. Okay, so let's summarize how multiple HomePod Minis can add value to your home. One HomePod Mini is a great start. It's a nice speaker, it gives you your home hub, it gives you that Thread border router, and of course access to Siri and HomeKit. With two HomePod Minis, you have the choice of setting up a stereo pair or spreading them out so that you can use the Intercom feature and the added flexibility that you're going to get when playing music and accessing HomeKit. Three HomePod Minis is great. If you have a two-story home, it's great to have one on each level. Perhaps two set up as a stereo pair somewhere and another one in a bedroom. With 4+ HomePods, now we're talking. This is going to give you the maximum flexibility for making sure that you have access to HomeKit and Siri and playing music throughout your house. So where do I have my HomePods located? Well, I have two original HomePods in our great room and they're connected to my Apple TV. I also have 3 HomePod Minis, one in our kitchen and then one in each of our 3 bedrooms. So where do I want to add HomePod Minis? Well, the bathroom is one place. I think it would be great to be able to play music, listen to podcasts, or get my daily update during my morning shower. What's my update?
It's currently cloudy and 4 degrees. Expect rain for this evening. And now, here's the latest news from CBC.
Now, the HomePod Mini is not waterproof, but it is water resistant, so that's just something that you want to keep in mind if placing in a humid environment. Another place I'd like to add a HomePod Mini is my front entrance. I think it would be nice to be able to set scenes and control HomeKit accessories right from my front entrance instead of having to yell all the way into the kitchen. I also think this would just provide better music coverage throughout my home. Now, my wife thinks this is a little bit overkill, so if anybody wants to back me up in the comments, I'd appreciate it. A couple other places would be in my basement and in my office. Basically, I'm saying I want to add a HomePod Mini to every room. I mean, there are limits, like I wouldn't want to add one to... Scratch that, I want one in every room. So what else would I like to see Apple do with the HomePod? I think it'd be great if there was a weather-resistant, waterproof HomePod, one that you could take outside or put in the garage. Maybe one with a battery so you could actually take it with you, go to the park or take it camping. I think that'd be really cool. I'd also like to see support for third-party music services. I use Apple Music, so this is for my Spotify friends out there. The HomePod does support Pandora now for US customers, but still no Spotify. I think a HomePod with a screen would be really cool. A lot of people are talking about this, especially since the discontinuation of the original HomePod. I could see myself putting one on my console table between my great room and my kitchen, and I'd be really interested to see what Apple could design. By the way, if you want to hear my thoughts on the HomePod being discontinued, I'll put a link up here. So what HomePod improvements would you like to see Apple make? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're as obsessed with the HomePod as I am, let me know what your favorite features of having multiple HomePods are. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, then please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you can see more of my videos where I talk about Apple HomeKit. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.